Folks, it's no exaggeration to say that Tammy and I both have been to the Smokies many, many times in our life. But never, ever have we read. We did read Jurassic Park, but never have we ridden the Jurassic Jungle Boat Ride. Why? Is it because we were terrified? Yes, it was because we were terrified, and we can read. We read reviews that give it not so high marks, but the reason I wanted to come here was because of that small percentage of reviews by kindred spirits, the kind of folks you can tell watch Mystery Science Theater 3000 and Svengoolie and maybe Plan 9 from Outer Space and some other Ed Wood fare. For those folks, they get a kick out of this because it's kind of old school. It is old school dark ride with a lot of old school elements, but we've never ridden it, so we're going to give it a try. We're going to see if it scares the daylights out of us. Let's see if it scares the daylights out of you. So let's get out of this heat and into the jungle, into the Jurassic Jungle Boat Ride. Doors slowly up. Maybe that's what happened to the dinosaurs. They all saw the exit sign. It is very dark, folks. That's why we can't really show you anything. I don't know what that is. I bet it's broken dinosaur. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The sound could go down a hair and it would be all right. I don't think all of these are fully functional, honey. The one that was supposed to drop out of the ceiling did not drop out of the ceiling. See the pipes in the ceiling. He's got a sore on his neck. Oh. There's a stuffed one. A plushie. It's a volcano, a tiny volcano. They have those, right? This isn't all bad. I mean, some of the dinosaurs aren't working. It would be nice if they were all 100%. But I mean, the layout is okay. The jump scare at the end. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Tam, what are your thoughts upon disembarking from the Jurassic Jungle Boat Ride?
It was fun.
I gotta say, had it not been for the price tag, I think it's a seasonal thing. I think if you came and rode this thing when the kids were in school, you probably pay less to get on it. But still, considering the stifling heat, that it is a stone's throw from our hotel and does not involve a whole lot of walking, it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it.
Something to do.
And we now have we have become part of that elite crowd of folks that has experienced the Jurassic Jungle Boat Ride, and maybe you have done it with us tonight. So Tam and I are going to go down here to Laserport and have an ice cream. We would ask you to join us, but we spent all our money in the Jurassic Jungle Boat Ride, so we can't afford to cover all you guys tonight. So we'll talk to you guys on the next time. Bye. So Tam, now that the Jurassic Jungle Boat Ride stands shuttered across the way, and a couple of hours have passed, we've had the opportunity to indulge in some delicious ice cream at the ice cream parlor at the Laserport Fun Center. Do you have any additional thoughts on your experience with this iconic piece of Pigeon Forge real estate, about which so many people have a love-hate relationship? I thought it was pretty good too, Tam. I think
it was always so simple.
this is true. It was true. It was obvious, and then I don't know. I think perhaps they might not get good reviews, but they might not get as many bad reviews if they charged maybe half of what they're charging for the experience. Folks, with a coupon for $1 off per person, Tammy and I paid with tax $31. $31 to ride the Jurassic Jungle Boat Ride. And I think if they charged half that, they wouldn't get as many bad reviews. I think there's a dollar value below which people are willing to blame themselves for being taken, but above that dollar value, they get incensed that someone would have the audacity to charge them that much money. But it's a shame, because I've been a fan of dark rides since I was a little boy, and I can tell you that in its day, Jurassic Jungle Boat Ride would have been the Cadillac of dark rides. But now it's a time of Disney and Universal and high expectations, and people can't suspend their disbelief past clearly visible exit signs and clearly visible industrial ceilings with air conditioner vents running along them. They expect to see a completely immersive experience. But there was a time when this would have been something that would have really drawn people in, and it still does. We've sat here for a couple of days off and on and seen all kinds of people going in there, and they're all spending that much money to go, so it's still attracting crowds. But as an old school monster kid from a long time ago, it has a bit of nostalgia for me to see a classic dark ride like this and the classic dark ride elements in it. And I think it's good that it's here. And I think if you can appreciate that kind of thing, if you're willing to remember a time when expectations for what an immersive experience was supposed to be were not quite as high, I think if you just got a good sense of humor, that maybe you can enjoy this. But if your idea of entertainment of this sort is Disney, Universal, period, I don't think you should probably spend the money. I think there was a couple there. There was a couple there with how many kids? That had 3 children, and they asked us if they thought it would be okay for children. I told them for us, a couple of adults that love haunted attractions and dark rides, we thought it was pretty fun. But I'm not sure I would shell out the dough if I had 3 children to take them there. It's not everybody's going to get it, but I'll tell you, if you have higher expectations for what happens with your money, you might want to take a pass on this. But if you're a monster kid, or someone that appreciates the quality of an old school dark ride and really don't look barely functioning or not functioning at all animatronics, and clearly exposed bits of the real world in this make-believe one, might want to go ahead and give it a try.